Greg, Chris Manila was named the captain of Toronto FC2. He's been a guy that's been here for a while. How big is it an honor for him?
Oh, I think it's wonderful. I think Chris is he's definitely put in his years here at the academy as a player who's come through the system, and more than that, he's a great human being. He's a leader. He has that quality in him, and he's he's a guy who works hard every day, and he sets an example for his teammates. And he's also not afraid to get on them and demand of himself and demand of others. And I think he's got the qualities of a captain, and I'm happy to see him in that role.
Is there any updates on the injury situation with Stephen Caldwell?
No, he's in today. He was getting treatment, so we should probably know a little bit after the next couple of days. The guys are going to have a couple of days off, and we'll see how he responds to all that.
And the Morrow appeal?
No final news yet.
Throughout, I guess, the first 2 weeks of the season, you've seen two very different games, and now you have this week to reassess what you're doing. It's possible that you'll be losing quite a few starters for that game in Real Salt Lake. Have you been training this week with that in mind?
Not really. We've been training this week with just progressing our team. We don't feel like this week is about necessarily preparing for Salt Lake specifically. It's continuing to move forward based on what we've seen both in preseason and in our first two matches. So we're just, this week was about us, really, as a collective group, not about guys not being here or anything like that, or not about Salt Lake specifically or anything. So it was a very good week. We're very pleased, and as we move into next week, we'll start to deal with the next match.
This isn't a send Ashton Morgan down with the USL team. Is that in preparation for if he does have to play in Salt Lake?
Yeah, definitely. It's just to get Ash 90 minutes under his belt and to get him out and making some 11v11 decisions and a good match and get him down there. He wanted to do it. We wanted him to do it. So it's a good situation for him.
In a perfect world, the MLS schedule would line up with the international breaks around the world. Your thoughts on having an international break so early during the season?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, the international dates are set long before the MLS dates, so it's unfortunate that it's coming. I would prefer that we would maybe play this weekend and have next weekend off, just because we would obviously lose a lot less guys. But it is what it is. We deal with it. We've got a lot of guys who are hungry to play, and they'll get an opportunity, and we still like our team.
Has anyone from the Italian camp contacted you guys about Sebastian?
No final word yet. They haven't announced their team, so we don't know exactly what his situation is.